Hello everyone, I'm Lowell Yoder and I'm in charge of the strawberries here at Yoders Farm, and today we're going to do part 2 of our video series about how we grow strawberries. In the early spring, before the plants break their dormancy, we do what we call a spring renovation. We go over the plants and take off the dead leaves. These dead leaves harbor diseases, and it's good just to get them off the plants. This is also a good time to do any weeding that we need to do around the plant holes. We typically do this in late February or early March. As the plants begin new growth in the spring, we begin to water and fertilize. It's amazing how fast the plants can grow in the spring. They double and triple in size in a matter of weeks. So it's important to begin this process. Natural rainfall doesn't really help us as the beds are covered in plastic. So we water them via a drip tape, which is down the middle of each strawberry hill. And we can also inject fertilizer as we water. And so we began this process in March. But we continue this on into berry season. We also take samples, leaf samples, send them to a lab, and this allows us to tweak the fertilizer and hopefully give you a very good tasting berry. Towards the end of March or the first part of April, we'll probably see our first strawberry blossoms. And this is, of course, what we're after, as each blossom will turn into a berry in about 30 days. But it's also a nerve-wracking time, too, as the blossoms are very susceptible to frost. There are a couple different methods to protect them from frost. Some people use overhead irrigation. Here on our farm, we use floating row covers and pull the covers across the berries in marginal situations. A lot of you have asked if we spray our strawberries, and the short answer is yes. Now most folks assume there are lots of insects that attack strawberry plants. That's actually not our primary concern, though there are a couple that we occasionally have to spray for. Our primary concern is Botrytis gray mold, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It's something that causes a berry to mold. The research has shown that if you properly protect a blossom, the fruit is much less likely to get this. So we're able to concentrate most of our spraying during the bloom period, and we try to avoid spraying during harvest as much as possible. We can actually be quite precise and scientific about the sprays that we use. The University of Clemson has developed a program where we can send strawberry blossoms to get tested, and they'll send back a portfolio of sprays which will be effective on our farm. A couple other notes about spraying. We frequently attend meetings and conferences with experts from Clemson, from North Carolina State, and Virginia Tech, of course, where we talk about spraying, best management practices, stay up to date on the latest research, because this is an ever-changing field. An example of where research and technology is improving spraying is in Florida. Growers and extension agents there were able to use weather modules and predict when disease pressure was likely to come and spray based on that. And by doing this, they were able to cut spray applications in half and achieve good results there. This program is being tested in North Carolina, and hopefully soon will be available to some of us farmers here in Virginia. A couple final notes about spraying. The state of Virginia does require us to be licensed and to keep those updated and to stay abreast on all laws regarding spraying. At the end of the day, we're stewards of the land. I'm a third-generation farmer. I'm going to do what's good for the land, what's good for the environment. I want my son to have an opportunity to farm. And we're also consumers. We eat what we grow, so we're going to do this in a safe, responsible manner for everyone. So as we move later into April, we start to see little green berries on the plants, and these change pretty fast. During the final week or so, the berries really swell in size, and of course what we're all looking for, turn red. Around here, seeing those first few berries is a big deal. We spread the news quickly amongst our family and friends, and we start sampling a few ourselves, and before long we have enough berries to open the patch, and everyone can come and enjoy them. We try to keep up with the fertilizing and the watering, especially through the picking season, especially during hot weather. And typically the picking season will last 4 to 6 weeks. A well-picked plant is a healthy plant. By keeping up to date on the picking, it allows the rest of the berries to mature, size up, and to ripen. It also keeps disease pressure down by not having molding and rotting berries in the middle of the rows. The beginning of the season starts out a little bit slow, and then typically there's a peak, and then it tapers off towards the end. This year we're hoping to open the patch around Mother's Day, and I would look for good picking during the last couple weeks of May, and probably becoming a little more scattered after that. Now stay up to date with what we're doing here on the farm on our Facebook page, or visit our website for information, yodersfarm.com, or just come on out and see us during strawberry season.